I'm on a mission today. Okay, I'm on a mission to get things done. All the things, as many things as I can. I'm spending the whole day out here. One, because it's my birthday. I know. It is November 15th. It is my birthday. I am now 52. It's crazy. It's crazy. Anyway, you probably won't see this video for weeks. But anyway, I'm spending my birthday out in my garden. Knocking some things out. Just knocking them out because, well, I need to stop. I need to stop messing around and not getting things done out here. So, all those onions, those beautiful onions, we're gonna plant onions. I think last thing I did was add soil to the beds. Anyway, that's where we're putting the onions, is where I added the soil. So we're gonna do the onions. I've got some other herbs. I've got some curled chervil. Really pretty, real proud of that. Find somewhere to put that. We're gonna plant some seeds, and I'm gonna do a lot of cleanup. If I can stay out of that wine. These dogs, if I can stay out of that wine, it's gonna be a very awesome birthday in the garden, which is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to go to dinner. I don't want to go shopping. I don't want to go anywhere. I'm gonna be right here, and I want to do this. And my husband's gonna play his video games because that's what he wants to do, and we are both in agreement on what we want to do for today. So don't feel bad for me, okay? I'm doing what I want to do, and he's doing what he wants to do. So anyway, so I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to keep this on. It was 60 degrees this morning. It was very nice, a little bit chilly. That sun is like right there. So we'll see how long this lasts. Anyway, I'm still getting bigger. It's fine. It is what it is. You know, for a year, the last 12 months, I got to enjoy what I remembered being thinner was like. And I say I'm going to try to get a handle on it, but I'm going to tell you what, hunger is real. And the body wants to get right back up where it was. My body just wants to be right back up there, like so fast as it can get there. Trying to fight it. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'm mad about it, but it's fine. I'm okay. It's gonna be great. Just kidding. Anyway, it's fine. Doesn't matter. Okay, so what I'm gonna do right now is probably make my signs for the onions. Let me make my signs. Let me get a little prep going, and let's get these onions in the ground because time is wasting. What time is it? It is 8:06 in the a.m., which is pretty good. It's not bad. It's pretty good. So let's see how much we can get done in the next hour. Okay? Maybe I'll try to check in every hour. Maybe I'll forget about it after a while, but let's try. Okay. All right, so since I am slowly, I think, and definitely, I will wobble, slowly transitioning the potager into a more of a perennial space, with perennial flowers, perennial herbs, even annual cut flowers, stuff like that. I'll be using some larger sections, for row crops like onions, maybe even corn. Anyway, that's another topic. What I'm trying to say is this little area over here by Stanley, under one of my arches. This isn't the janky arch. That one over there that's a janky arch. This is just, Stanley's arch. This is Stanley's arch. I've got some lantana. I've got a variegated lantana called Samantha. And I had potted these up for the plant swap. We ended up not going to the Livingston plant swap. So, and I really don't want to babysit them over the winter, because they're going to die back to the ground as soon as it gets cold. But I thought I could create a nice little vignette in here next to Stanley. I can put that variegated lantana on either side of the chair, and then I can surround it with the curled chervil. And I think in our climate, the chervil might be perennial, or at least a tender perennial, where it'll die back if we get a freeze and then come back in the spring. So in front of the stones, I'll do the chervil, and then on either side of Stanley, my arms don't want to work. On either side of Stanley, I'll do the lantana. Over here, the lantana is kind of mature. We haven't been cold enough for it to get burnt back. But this is, well, it's got a little burned, but that's what it looks like when it gets big. It's just a really pretty, like, variegated green and yellow. And then the flowers are yellow. Anyway, I think it's pretty. And I think it'll brighten up that corner around Stanley. Also, I'm going to go in the house and get some poppy seeds. And I want to sprinkle poppies seeds all in that area. And that way those can come up in the spring and hopefully be a nice, burst of poppies in there. All right, let me go get the seeds real quick. I have all my onions laid out. Still gotta make my signs, and we'll get started. Just so you know, it's 8:43. I still haven't started. Starting right now. I'm doing it. All right, so I'm going to add a little bit of more soil, kind of along that little section right there. It's a little bit low. I want to make sure once I crawl up in these beds today and do all of this stuff that I do not have to get up in these beds again. Okay, I don't want to do that. So let me raise the level of the dirt kind of over around Stanley and kind of by my asparagus frilly fronds there. And then we will start with, I believe, the crystal white wax onions. It's a smaller onion, but I think I'll do that in and around the asparagus right here. And then we'll get into the bigger onions like the Texas Grano and the other yellow Granax. Maybe I'll probably separate the yellow Granax. Well, hell, Texas Grano 502 may take up this whole area. I don't know. We may have to go ahead and cardboard the rest of this area today. So we may have to put more cardboard and take out this Globe Amaranth here to keep going. So we'll see. Also, it's almost 9:30. I haven't started yet. I haven't done anything in an hour and a half. Actually, I had some birthday calls. So I'm gonna talk to Mona. Thank you. That was a lot of fun. Anyway, so now back to work. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to start the onions towards the back, towards the cattle panel, towards the back of the bed, and kind of work my way a little bit forward, maybe 3/4 of the way, and then leave that last quarter section of bed for, I don't know, other things that I might want to plant later this winter or early this spring before the onions are ready. I just don't want to bogart the accessible part of the bed with things that I'm not going to be able to pick for a few months. And I'll just relegate that to the back of the bed. And then I can still go on the other side and plant peas or other things to kind of climb up the cattle panel, which I think I will do that. I do have some little marvel peas left. I think we will do some peas. But let's get the onions in first because it's been an hour and a half. Okay. So I'm going to use this Espoma chicken manure. It's very high in nitrogen, and onions do like a lot of nitrogen. This will get them started, get them going. It should be enough. I'm going to put a little bit in each hole with each onion, and that should be enough to get them through to spring. Once they start bulbing up in spring, you need to cut off the fertilizer. Also, I will be watering with fish emulsion. I'd like to say weekly, but we'll see. We'll see what I end up actually doing. Anyway, okay. Bye. All right, guys. So here's what we're gonna do. So I don't need any kind of tool or anything to make the hole. I'm just gonna use my finger. Let me do it where you can see. And use my finger. There's some fertilizer. Mix that up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bury just the roots of the onion. Just the roots. Oh, it's a magnet. Sure is. All right, I'm going to bury just the roots and leave the bulb kind of sitting on top. I don't want to bury that bulb. There we go. Okay. That's one onion. Just like that. And then I will probably do them, I don't know, these are a smaller onion, the crystal white wax, so maybe 3-4 inches apart. Do another hole. And get those roots down in there. And then firm the soil just around the roots, leaving the bulb a little bit exposed. Okay, so I'm gonna do that about 100 more times. Well, at least 72. It's a 72 count tray. Some of them are doubled up. There are, you know, a lot of them have 2 in the same cell. So anyway, we'll just line them up and plant them. It's 11:30, okay? And all I've done is the white wax onions. Okay, we're gonna do the rest. Let's get the rest of these done. Done. We've also had 3 glasses of wine. Anyway, I can because this is my birthday. I don't care if it's 11:30. I probably need to start pacing myself though. Anyway, let me finish these onions and then I'll come back to you. Bye. Is it almost 6 o'clock and I'm calling it a day? Yeah. Did I only get 2 kinds of onions done? Yeah. Time just gets away from me and I just cannot seem to get things done in 8 hours. Doesn't matter if it's my job or it's my garden. I can't get it done. So anyway, yeah, Chloe and Shadow. I'm going to go inside and I'm going to edit some other stuff from weeks ago when I was thinner. And I'll come back out here tomorrow to finish my flippin' onions. Okay? Okay, well, see you in a minute. Bye. It's the next day. Probably hungover, yeah. I'm out here kind of early, about 7:30. Hopefully I can get more done today than a 6-foot section of onion. I got nothing else done. I got literally nothing done but some onions. So they look great. So I have 2 more trays full of onions to do. So I am such a time waster. Time just goes into a suck. It's just a time suck. Time just sucks. I'm so puffy. It's fine. Whatever. It's fine. Anyway, I'm gonna enjoy my coffee real quick. It's still nice and hot. It's a little warm and muggy out here today, though. It's not nice and chilly like yesterday. We're probably in the upper 60s, low 70s right now. It's a little steamy. Anyway, it's fine. So I guess let me get off of here. Let me get my coffee drank. Oh, dogs are playing. And I'm gonna plant up the rest of these onions without you, okay? So when I come back to you, we're gonna be doing something else. Hopefully planting some seeds. It's getting late. The cleanup will always be there. There'll always be some cleanup that needs to be cleaned up. But I'm running out of time to get seeds in the ground while we're still warm and while we still have, some good daylight hours. So anyway, I'll be back. Wow. Okay. I had no idea it would take 2 days, all of my Saturday and all of my Sunday, to plant these onions. It's almost dark now on Sunday, and this is all that I did. That's it. That's all that I did. I mean, I had a couple of phone calls along the way. You know, it was a birthday weekend, so I spoke to a few people because it was my birthday. But that's wild. I literally didn't get to do anything else because I was planting hundreds of onions. And I literally, I kid you not, I thought it would take an hour, 2 hours tops to plant all those onions. And honestly, it should have only taken 2 hours, but it took literally 16 hours, like 2 8-hour days. Anyway, onions are done, okay? Onions are done. Onions are finally done. And my weekend, look, the sun is about to set. That sun is about gone. And it's Sunday on November 16th. Anyway, I don't want to cry about it. I just feel like these weekends are gone so fast. I just don't have time to enjoy them and to feel like I've accomplished anything during them. I literally want to cry about it for a minute, but I'm not gonna. I don't have time. When I go inside, I'll probably cry about it for a minute. I just feel like my life is not my own. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know? Everything I do, I'm beholden to someone else for, you know, some sort of outcome, and my life isn't mine. Anyway. So, at the end of this video, I am 52 years old now. And I don't know if I can make it another 10 years. I don't know if I can make it another 10 years, because I tell you what, I will be, oh, that's the irrigation. I will be applying for Social Security at 62. I'm not waiting for 67 or 60, whatever. I can't. I don't know if I can do this 10 more years. I just don't know if I can. I'm so tired. Anyway, it's fine. So all the onions are planted. I have this little bowl here that had my Globe Amaranth, my Gomphrena in it. I did save a bunch of those seed pods for next year because it was a really pretty, like, soft pink pop of color. It was like a little pink pom-poms everywhere, so I do want to plant those again for next year. I think that is a really sweet, especially like around the greenhouse and some other areas where I want to do some cottage garden planting. So I saved some seeds from that, but we did take it out. We took it out of this bowl here. And what I want to plant is some heat wave lettuce. So I think that'd be fun. This is from So True Seed. Ooh, mosquito, hold on. Okay, mosquito's dead. So because we're still in the 80s during the day and the 60s at night, it was really sultry this morning. It was probably in the 70s this morning. Anyway, we're gonna do this heat wave lettuce right now in this little bowl, and we're gonna make a little salad bowl. So I thought that'd be fun. There's not that much in there. So we're gonna just do the whole thing. Oh yeah. there are some very interesting animal noises happening right now. Anyway, it's fine. Anyway, here we go. Look, there. That's our heat wave lettuces. It includes Grand Rapids, Prize Head, Maryville Four Seasons, Royal Oak Leaf, and Bronze Arrow. So there we go. So I'm just going to take this right here. Also, I already sprinkled some of the poultry fertilizer in that bed, in this here. It's already got fertilizer on it. So we're going to sprinkle the lettuce, and then we will top sprinkle with more soil. Okay. All right, guys. I think that is going to be it for this video. I'm going to call it a day. It is getting late. I need to mentally prepare for tomorrow. I do see an onion here. I don't know which onion that is. We're just going to plant it right here. Okay. There we go. All right, guys, that is it for this video. It's probably going to be a short one because I'm going to tell you what, even though it took 2 full 8-hour days, it's probably only an 8-minute video. I don't know. Anyway, you'll find out when you watch this, won't you? All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to go inside. I'm going to drink a whole lot more. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye.